coming this summer.
They're finally going to make a movie about me!
The story of Batman's greatest ally.
It's me! That must be me!
And best friend in the whole world.
Finally!
Alfred, the movie.
It's time to clean up this city.
That actually does look pretty good.
I can see it.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse.
They're really making movies about every superhero.
Has there been a movie about you?
There was a Green Lantern movie, but we don't talk about that.
It's time they make one about me.
I'm afraid it's no. I only make movies about real superheroes.
Dreaming about being a big star.
Why don't they take us seriously?
Titans, you guys are never actually doing anything heroic.
What about that time we discovered that sweet diner and they had that food?
That wasn't even a crime, and you didn't save anything.
We saved room for dessert!
Having a movie is the only way to be seen as a real hero.
What about an arch nemesis?
Stop right there. Deadpool?
Deadpool? What? Why does everybody think I'm Deadpool?
I thought Deadpool was a good guy.
By the way, he should be saying that he's not me. Okay, because I came out, like, way before he did. Nah, I'm pretty sure you're Deadpool. I am Slade.
If we can make him our arch nemesis, then they will see that we're worthy of a movie.
I'm not interested in fighting a bunch of sidekicks and half a robot. Oh, man, I'm never letting you fly my body again. The whole world will be under my control. Destroy them.
How big is your army? 100,000.
Halt for the mighty Abby.
Watch me, watch me, watch me do this. It's always been more than the music. You riding weights on the back of my cruise ship. Look, watch me, watch me, watch me.
We're taking you down.
How are you gonna do it? What are you gonna do? You gonna fart on me? We wanna have a dance-off? You gonna annoy me to death with your waffles?
All right, I'm pumped. Are you pumped?
Okay, let's do this.
We're pumped. Pump up the jam, pump it up. Jeez.
Oh gosh.
Who goes super old?
We went back in time.
We went back in time.
We stopped with the music references and start reacting.
Well, no, that was in the movie.
I know it was. Stop with the music references.
Welcome everybody to the Animation Station podcast. My name is Josh.
I'm Hannah.
And today we're going to be talking about Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So Hannah, anything interesting with you?
Why are you talking like that?
And scene. Welcome everybody to the Animation Station podcast. My name is Josh.
I'm Hannah.
And today we're going to be talking about DC's newest, I guess DC and Warner animation. So DC and the WAG. DC and the WAG sounds like an awesome, like, old 80s, like, cop show. It's or, you know what else it sounds like? It sounds like some morning radio. Like,
it
DC
does.
and the WAG.
It
you
does.
know?
So Warner Brothers needs to, like, come and pay you for that idea.
They should. DC and the... I think DC and the WAG actually was like... It's like Tango and Cash.
Just a little bit, yeah.
So, the new DC and the WAG... That's so much fun to say.
You're going to make yourself a t-shirt with that
I want
on
DC
it now.
and the WAG on a shirt. Be sure and follow at DC and the WAG on Instagram because I want to create that now. The caption will just be morning hosts, cop friends,
Cop show, animation team, Who
drunken
knows?
stupor. Nobody knows. But yeah, it's the DC and the WAG's newest animated film, Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Indeed.
Based on Teen Titans Go. Based on Teen Titans.
We got there eventually.
Yeah, we were going to get there. All right, so now Hannah, any news that you know of coming out right now?
Oh, golly. Probably nothing that I've heard of. Have you heard anything new?
Not particularly. We did have our good friend Ezra Weiss. He did an Instagram Live.
Oh, that's right.
They've been throwing a bunch of stuff out there
They
for
have.
Miraculous Ladybug.
I have watched that clip that they posted up on like the internet about with the English dub for the episode 13.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, this one, they released 2 new things.
Oh, okay.
Last week. So Miraculous Earmuffs. If you don't want
What?
to hear anything, no Miraculous Earmuffs.
I was like, what?
Well, that's what you say to little kids.
Like how
when,
can I buy those?
when you don't want them to, it's probably just the miraculous bug, a little ladybug on there. But no, that's what you say to kids when you you want to say something
No, you
kind of
just tell
adult.
them
You
to
just
leave
go
the room.
No, you just go earmuffs, and they go like earmuffs, and they put their hands over their ears.
No, I was
that's
just always,
earmuffs.
I was always just told, leave the room, go to your room.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if
And then I would like act like I was going to my room and then hide.
I mean, yeah, if you're a bad parent, but so earmuffs, kids. You don't want to hear the miraculous spoilers. So we got to meet a new character, and his name is Mark.
And he looks so
And he's
wonderful.
adorable.
Oh.
And we got another little bit.
With
We got to meet Pollen.
Pollen. That's right. Yes.
So the biggest surprise that was never a surprise because Zag introduced the toys that show Chloe as Queen Bee.
Yeah, and well, after she became Queen Bee in that one episode, we were all kind of like, well, there are other Miraculouses. And she looks like she would be one. Because she didn't normally look like someone who was akumatized.
Well, she was anti-bug.
Oh, that's right. She was
anti-bug.
anti-bug. But when she was anti-bug, she didn't look like someone who'd been akumatized.
No, yeah, she looked like,
This is a concept.
This is her
the same thing with Volpina. She looked like something that was just going to be like a
I thought
character
it was-
design that was going to be reused
I
later.
thought it was weird that that's what they did with Volpina.
Yeah.
It's like Volpina looks exactly like Volpina, except
she's Rena Roge.
Yeah. It's like, really, guys? You didn't... Huh?
Yeah. So I was hoping that maybe they'd choose
Is Roxy her Kwame? I can't remember her
Yes.
Kwame's name. Is it Roxy?
I'm pretty sure it's Roxy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a surprise. Like, hey, if you haven't been analyzed, if you're not a 29-year-old adult analyzing every episode in action and word,
Twitter at all,
or on Twitter,
Tumblr,
any fan fiction website of your choosing. Yeah, if you're not on any of those websites, surprise!
And Alex saved the day in this last episode. She
Yeah.
saves the day. My ship, I believe, is dead. My Kim and Alex, I don't think.
Oh,
What did we call it? Kim and Alex. It was like, Killin'? I think it was Killin'.
I think so. I can't
Or-
remember exactly the name.
Clicks.
for-
Something.
Was it?
Clicks. Lim.
No, I don't know any that ship name. But
But anyway, yes, because I think that's dead. Unfortunately,
Aw.
may it rest in peace.
unfortunately, well, the ship can always live on in your heart.
Well, the ship with Nathaniel and
That
Mark is strong.
That is being built very, very quickly.
They're
like
ready
I
to
watched,
christen that puppy.
I literally watched only 2 episodes of the clip because I'm trying really hard not to watch a lot of stuff before they give us more episodes because I don't want anything more ruined. And so I watched 2 minutes, and the way Mark looked at Nathaniel, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop watching, or I'm just gonna go down a hole that I'm never gonna be able to get myself out of.
That miraculous ladybug hole.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. Earmuffs on, I guess.
Or earmuffs.
I mean, they still have their earmuffs, covering, so they can't
Yes.
actually hear us say it's safe. So more spoilers because we're going to be talking about Teen Titans Go to the movie.
Yeah,
mainly because there are scenes on here that I want to talk about, and we can't talk about them at all if we don't do no spoilers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna definitely have to go this is a completely spoiler full.
Which I pretty much only do the spoiler episodes now
Pretty
because
much.
the spoiler free doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's kind of spoiler free is okay if it's an article, but when it's you're talking about it, it's really hard to make sure that you're editing yourself and making sure that you're not
So
letting stuff slip.
This is the spoiler-free. I mean, the
spoiler full.
This is the spoiler-free episode.
Oh,
or sorry, spoiler-free segment where Hannah,
yes.
would you tell people to go watch this movie?
No.
Really?
No.
Joshua would.
Because I don't know anybody who actually like would ask me, should I go see this movie?
Young child.
My sister does not let Shane watch Teen Titans Go.
Oh, but I thought
he did, but she does not let him watch Teen Titans Go anymore.
Oh, would you take him to go see Teen Titans Go?
No, because I know my sister would not want me to.
Well, ringing endorsement from Hannah.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Anyway,
I might take if Crystal's kids had and if they wanted to go, I'd probably go see it with them though.
Okay.
Because I know they actively watch it all the time.
Well, not the ringing endorsements I was hoping from Hannah.
Sorry.
But no, I liked it. I thought it was great. And watch it. So, spoilers now. What the heck, Hannah?
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Teen Titans
Okay,
Go.
so yeah, let's get this out. Let's get this out now. I am a big fan of Teen Titans.
Me too.
I am a big fan of Young Justice.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of George Perez's The New Teen Titans.
Yeah, who isn't? Like, if you're a DC fan, how can you not be a fan of any of those things?
Is great because that's what we got at the very beginning. Like when they do that, when they do the comic book,
like
flippy flip, it's all like Teen Titans.
That Marvel thing. And then it's like a seagull reading the comic at the very beginning. I love that.
And you know what's great? It's that comic right there. Mine signed by George Perez.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I thought that was fantastic. But
no,
I was hesitant about Teen Titans Go because I had seen the style before.
Oh yeah.
So when it first came out, I was like, okay. And then like, it's a very hit and miss show.
It really is.
Like for me, there's some episodes where I'm like, okay, but then there's other episodes where I'm like, I don't like this at all.
No, I feel the exact same way.
Because
about it.
Robin is my favorite character,
and he gives the shaft a whole lot in Teen Titans Go. He gets the shaft a whole lot,
and that's why I've never been a fan of Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you said,
I kind of feel the same way about Raven.
Well, she actually has an expanded character in Teen Titans Go.
A little bit, but I still feel like
she has an alter ego. She's what is it, Legolas
or something?
Like Legolas or something.
Yeah, Legolas. I think it's Legolas. I think it's what she's called. But and I mean, we get a little bit more like of other like DC characters in the show that you don't see in other things, like Rose, which is Slade Wilson's daughter. She makes an appearance in Teen Titans Go.
It seems like this is mainly the Beast Boy and Cyborg show.
It really is.
Whereas in Teen Titans, it was a lot of the Raven and Robin show.
Yes, I would totally agree with that.
And then Starfire's kind of there sometimes.
Yeah. She's over there.
But yeah, I mean, Beast Boy, he has some stuff like Cyborg doesn't really have a lot in... He has one episode.
He has, I think, no, he has like maybe 3. Like when he goes and he infiltrates.
Okay,
Hive.
yeah. I mean, backstory wise, he has that one where he falls and is like getting repaired by the.
I'll be
robots.
honest. Like the finale is Raven.
No, the finale is the one where Beast Boy goes and finds Terra.
Oh, that's right.
That was the finale of Teen Titans.
So, like, a lot of, like, the big, like, plot-heavy driven episodes were Raven and Trigon.
Yes.
Raven and Dad. And...
that was, like, that whole 3rd season?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it was like that whole
leading
season.
up to her 16th birthday, or what is it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her birthday. Oh, good. That was such a good episode.
Such a good episode. So, yeah, it's like, so if you want to hear us talk more about the Teen Titans show...
maybe check that. Did we do a Teen Titans episode?
We totally
did do a Teen Titans episode.
And I know we talked a little bit about Teen Titans Go in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I mentioned in that episode, but the only reason, like, I've actually ever watched any of those shows is I was stuck in the emergency room lobby with my nephew. And it was on Easter. It was Easter last year. And the nurses changed the channels over to Cartoon Network for the two of us because we were back in a corner by ourselves waiting for my sister. And we watched Teen Titans Go for 3.5 hours.
That sounds like a Cartoon Network thing to do.
Yeah, it was on Easter. It was like their Easter egg filled like marathon, and like at the end of each episode they'd go back and like, did you notice like Batman's symbol on Robin's wall in this scene?
They do a lot of Easter eggs.
They do so many
in
Easter
the
eggs.
show and in this movie.
Totally. So like that was that's why I kind of got more engaged with that
Yeah.
show, because I was like, oh, I totally didn't notice Wonder Woman's such and such in that scene, or Green Lantern's thing in that scene. And so for my nephew, he was like, I think that was his first like step into because Tess is my younger sister's hardcore Batman fan. Totally. So like I think this is because we watched Batman animated series when he was 3, but we quit because the Joker gets a little creepy, but this was a show that
so you mean you didn't get to that episode where Tim Drake's there and Clayface splits himself into a little girl to go scouting, and then Tim kind of falls in love, and then Clayface absorbs the girl, and Tim, like, they finally beat up Clayface, and Tim's like, they should put him in jail for murder because he killed that girl. That was a fun episode.
We did not get to that
Oh
episode with
gosh.
my nephew. But back to my nephew, the reason why I would not take my nephew to go see this movie is because my nephew started being really hateful to my sister and to my brother-in-law, because that's kind of how they treat each other in the show.
Oh.
So my sister was like, we're not watching the show anymore because he's learning behavior from them, and it is not good behaviors.
So going off that, this movie is completely different than that.
It seems like it. Like, they're like totally like unified. Like, they're a unit.
Like, because going back, because mainly this episode is Robin wants a movie. And this is I said episode. This movie is a Robin movie.
It is. And it's kind of like almost like I felt like it's an apology from the writers. Like, this is how we've been treating Robin all these years. So sorry, we're going to give you a good movie about him.
Yes, and we get a Robin movie. And that's why I like this movie.
I can see that, yeah.
Because hardcore Robin fan. Like, this movie was really good for me. And yeah, like I said, like it's not like your normal Teen Titans Go, where Robin is like that shoved off into the space, goofy, stupid, idiot character.
Goofy guy just trying to be a leader, but everyone just kind of like
trying to hit on Starfire and everything like that. There was no hitting on Starfire in this movie.
There were like little hugs and touches,
but they weren't anything where he was like.
There's nothing
dropping.
Yeah, like there's nothing
like that.
Like there's like sweet little shippable moments.
Yes.
Not like ridiculous.
And the shippable moments with Beast Boy and Ray Ray.
That was pretty funny. It's like, you saved me, Ray Ray. Don't call me that.
And then she smiles.
And you're like, ah! I go, my little shipper heart was just like.
Oh man. Okay, so I guess we can kind of go into it.
Okay.
So starting off, one of the first things I noticed when that balloon guy was.
Rampaging through
Jump City. All of the signs are all like DC signs.
I love it. They're hilarious.
It was so good. And I was like, got it. Nice one.
I will say that is the really fun thing about Teen Titans Go is that it is like, we are a DC show. Mm-hmm. You might not know this incredibly obscure DC character, but by golly, we're going to put this incredibly obscure DC character in there.
And I love how he was like, oh, I know you. You're the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was like, nah, that's a different universe. Starfire's like, I am offended. I love they get to poke fun at themselves, which is great.
And then they poke a little bit of fun at Marvel, too.
I love Sam Lee's cameo.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this isn't a Marvel movie?
He's like, I don't care. He's like,
I love
just
cameos.
Oh, man. So Stan Lee was in it. Freaking Michael Bolton's in it.
I will say that might be one of my favorite parts of the movie is just Michael Bolton.
I wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't either. So it was like one of those like freaking crap, Michael Bolton is serenading me right now, trying to motivate Robin into being in a better headspace. Okay. I will say there's a little bit too many musical moments for my taste.
There were a lot of musical moments.
I'm not a big musical person. Like, I enjoy music in my
movies. But they were funny They were pretty good.
In my opinion, most of them went on too long. But
but they were good.
They were good.
Like, I liked Robin's one was pretty good, but then it just kept going.
They kept, like, I think most of them went on too long. You could tell, like, at certain parts in the song, you could tell, like, okay, this is where they're trying to make up minutes to make this a movie.
Well, they did the remixes at the end of pretty much all of the songs that they did, and I thought the remixes were better than the originals.
Yes, I'd agree with that.
Like, that last remix that they did with, where they're saying their names, like the Go.
The Teen Titans song?
That one's good.
Yes.
Like, I thought that
I think it's just called Go.
I think it's just called Go. It's like, that one was really good. Like, the second time around.
Yes.
The first time, it was just like, you guys, really?
Yeah, well, because I don't like Teen Titans Go in the way that they're all idiots.
Yes.
And I don't know if that comes from my intense love for these characters and, like, the original Teen Titans show in the comics. I don't know if that's why I hate's a strong word. I dislike Teen Titans Go for the most part. It has its good points, but they're the way the characters are written usually in the show, and that's kind of how they start out in the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of just like, so when you play that song for the first time, their characters I still really don't like.
I did like
at the beginning.
Azarath Metreon.
Raven's whole
good.
part
that was
pretty
good.
Like it's like a really fun tongue-in-cheek kind of song. Like Beast Boy's part I actually kind of liked.
When he was like, I can go into a kitty wow.
Yeah.
He's like, listen to my kitty meow. I was like, that's good. That's good writing.
Like all of the lines in that song are really good, but the first time you hear it, you're kind of just like, oh, like they're.
It's like, it's almost along those lines of, I'm a sad little kitty, won't anybody take pity. That's a,
yes.
It's in that same vein of wonderfulness.
I would disagree with the wonderfulness of that line.
I guess we can kind of go with the cast. I mean, we have our original 5
which is
members.
Always fun when you have, like, the original voice actors for everybody.
Yeah, so we have Greg Sipes, Scott Menville, Cray Payton, Tara Strong, and Hayden Welch. I think it's Walsh.
I think so.
Then we have Will Arnett as Slade.
Slade.
I love how they were all, like, testing that, except for Robin, who was just like, Slade. Like,
into it 100% at the beginning.
Then we have Kristen Bell as Jade.
As Jade Wilson, which, surprise, spoilers, it's Slade.
It is. Then we have Michael Bolton, obviously.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Is Superman, and his son's in there, too.
Oh, yeah. Kal-El.
Yes.
Kal-El Cage as young Bruce Wayne.
I freaking love it.
Let's see. We have John DiMaggio.
Oh, that's right.
He was in there again. Halsey as Wonder Woman. Let's see who else we got. Yeah, we had Tom Kenny. Jimmy Kimmel was Batman. Stan Lee as Stan Lee.
Like, Batman said, like, what's your
Patton Oswalt was the Atom, who kept getting stepped on.
Oh my gosh, that's like, the Atom was perfect in this movie too. He kept getting smooshed.
And and then of course Will Wheaton as the Flash. Oh man, but okay, so there were a lot of characters. Like,
yes,
the main there's really 2 times that you see a lot of these DC characters.
Yes.
Like, really up close. It's when they're in the movie theater.
Yes.
So when we go see Batman's movie, and then when we go to see Robin's movie. And I'm looking at all these characters, and what was it?
I know, I was just trying to
remember. The unknown...
what are they called?
Shoot.
But no, it's like this probably hyper obscure DC franchise that hasn't been touched in like eons.
The unknown, the mysterious.
They're just stuck in Raven's void, like the whole movie almost. But they were kind of delightful whenever they like their chiseled jaws and cheekbones, and you're like, these guys aren't going to be in this movie for very long.
Man, now I'm just stuck right now because
Can't get past it.
I can't get past it.
Can't get past it.
In fact, I can't get past it so much that we're gonna take a edit real quick.
And we're back.
And it was the Challengers of the Unknown.
They were delightful.
Found it. Loved that.
They were like a really great little you aren't gonna know who these people are, but here they are. Have fun with it.
Part.
Yeah.
So we got to see those guys. Booster Gold's in the crowd, and I'm like, Booster Gold, love me some Booster Gold.
Was,
the Adams in there.
I saw there's
Hawk Girl. I love that Aquaman was like feeding like hot
Swedish
fish to Hawkman. Well, then we also have let's see, like Power Girls in there,
like
all the
Girls.
Supergirls.
Yes, and then there
Wonder
was
Girls in there.
I saw Artemis.
Artemis is in there.
I saw Artemis
at the Robin movie. Like Artemis, I was like, oh, it's Artemis.
I saw Artemis,
and I went through puberty, and my voice cracked.
Plastic Man. Plastic Man's
was
in there.
He was like
he was the dress.
He was Supergirl's dress.
He was that dress. I was like,
okay.
That's like the dark side of fan fiction you don't want to go to.
Yeah, that's like a weird part that you guys did. It's like, who are you wearing? Plastic Man?
I wrote, whoa,
that's
that's
risque.
Guys, this is a kid's movie.
Oh man. Who else did we have? We had a lot of people. Zatanna. Got to see some Zatanna.
Yes. There was.
Did we see Catwoman?
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter's there.
He's in there a lot, actually.
Shazam's in there.
Yeah.
I did like that they're like the next movie poster that they're putting up those big Shazam posters.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good.
I thought that was fun, and I love like the fake movie posters all over.
All those fake
like Up and Adam. I want that one.
They did such a good job with those. There was the Aquaman Tati.
Oh yes, that's the one. I was sitting in the movie, and they're like trying to console Robin outside because everyone thinks he's a joke. And they're trying to console him, and I'm not paying attention to what they're telling Robin. I see the Aquamanity. I want that actually a whole lot for my wall.
So basically, the whole premise of this movie is Robin is sad because he wants his own movie,
and that no one takes him seriously. As a hero, everyone calls him a sidekick.
Like they have, they go to Batman's movie premiere.
Yes.
Sneak in because they have a portal, which is like, oh, we keep forgetting that you have a portal.
That Raven can literally move through time and space.
Exactly. So we have this whole bit where we see all these different like Batverse films.
Yes, there's the one for
Alfred. Coming Broom.
Coming Broom, and then there is one for the Batmobile.
That's Coming Vroom.
And then the
next summer.
Yes, and then it's the utility belt.
Yes. It's like you put stuff in it. Oh man, yeah.
It's Batman's best friend.
Yes.
The utility belt.
Man, that was great. It's like, I thought it was about him.
Yeah.
Everyone's laughing at him. I'm like, oh, poor Robin.
Yes.
There was a lot of poor Robin in this episode.
Like, there really was.
In this movie. I say episode because it feels like a really long episode.
It's an hour and a half long episode.
It's basically Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah,
that's basically what this is, except they did it Teen Titans.
Yeah. So, I like actually a whole lot in this film how they did Slade.
Slade was great.
Yeah, Will Arnett does a really good job with Slade. The whole I'll never take you seriously. You're just jokes, and then he actually starts taking him really seriously towards the end. I do like the progression the characters have.
Manipulation.
You need like a poster just of him like with his hands up in the air and his head thrown back going, mind manipulation.
I would have loved if Zachary Levi was Shazam. If he would have said one word and it just would have been Zachary Levi.
And then just like paid him his like so much money, just throw it at his face. It's like, say the word. Like they did with Ewan McGregor in Force Awakens. Like, here, just say the name Rey and we'll pay you billions of dollars.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those like, well, you're under contract. I mean,
yeah, like we already own your soul.
Oh man, what was it that they did in there? It was Batman vs Superman 2.
Oh yes.
And it was like, what's your mother's name? Martha. They hug
mom's
it up.
name is Martha. Wait, what's your father's name?
Jonathan.
My name's Thomas. And then he slugs him in the face.
Loved it.
That's like the only thing Batman says in the entire movie.
I liked like if did you watch the like when they're showing all of the like the movie sets? We have the Batman vs Superman one. We have the Wonder Woman one.
And the one in the back, was that...
Well, that was the Flash.
Oh, yeah, that was the Flash.
And then there was the Green Lantern one, and it was all green screen.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're doing it again.
Yeah.
And
poor
like,
Green Lantern.
Poor Green Lantern. Like, Superman's like, I've got movies. Like, it took a while, but I got a movie.
And then Green Lantern's like, yeah, I have a one, but we don't talk about it.
So anyway, keep getting sidetracked.
Yes, we do. Well, it is
the whole point. The whole point of this is, they're trying to, console Robin.
Yes, make him feel better. Like, we think you're important. We think you're a hero. Who cares what everybody else thinks?
And they make him a nice little tape, which they conveniently tape over Young Justice, which kind of sucked. So they tape over Young Justice, and there you go.
Actually, I love...
Are the baby hands thing? That must be a Teen Titans Go thing.
I think it's... Okay, so I've never heard of it.
Thing.
Yeah, I think it's a Teen Titans Go thing. I've actually never heard it anywhere else. But I will say that I had a thought, and it disappeared immediately. And I don't know where I was going with that. So ignore me.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, continue on. It'll come back to me in a Tourette's moment.
I loved they decide to, in order to make themselves the only superheroes, because that's how they can get a movie, they're going to go
funny.
And they're going to go back to the future, past, and basically rewrite all the origin stories.
I only could think of John Mulaney.
Right?
In that moment. It's like, we're going back to the future. Back to the past.
It's like, you mean the past?
No.
Yeah. It's like...
All I can think about
his best friend is a disgraced nuclear physicist.
We're not going to tell you how they're friends. We're just going to...
So how is this guy a student? Oh, no. He's either 40 or 80. We don't even know. Go watch John Mulaney.
Yes.
It's the best.
He's fantastic.
Is that the comeback kid or is that the first one?
Both of them are amazing.
Just watch all three.
Yeah.
Just watch all three of them.
Okay, so don't watch any clips of him on YouTube or you're going to ruin the third one.
Yes.
Just watch the Netflix specials and you'll be good.
There's a horse in the hospital. We've never had a horse in the hospital.
Is the horse smart? Good old John Mulaney.
And then there's a hippo.
No, so that part...
We once had a squirrel in the library. This is not
a squirrel in the library.
This is a horse in the hospital.
We're ruining the third sketch for you.
Sorry.
But that's totally out of content. But I will say that this time-traveling scooters...
The best, they're big wheels. They're just big wheels.
It's like they're big wheels.
That was the best part of the movie. Like one of the best parts of the movie.
With rad.
Yes, they have to go rad. In order to do that, we have a montage of them doing cool bike tricks to Wham's Aha.
Which, no.
Yeah.
It's Aha, Take Me On.
Oh, you're right.
The band is named Aha.
What was they thinking, Wham?
I don't know.
Deadpool.
They're totally...
Deadpool. Because Deadpool. They kept making Deadpool references.
They kept calling Slade
you're right.
Deadpool. And that was a nice touch.
Take On Me by Aha. Dang it. Stupid Josh. Now I sound like a mong. Which is bad because I think I have...
I love that song. So I was giddy as a little schoolgirl when they played it in that movie.
Yeah, it was great. I love Raven full savage. Like, but where are we gonna find Libyan terrorists with the plutonium at this hour?
I love Tara Strong.
She's great. Her deliveries are still spot on.
So good.
Even when she's acting goofy and stuff.
Yeah, it's still
good.
Yeah. Like the tone that she uses for Raven is still fantastic.
They go back in time.
First
one we go to Krypton.
Yeah.
And hold on. Before that, we have that really good scene when the Titans like go to break the Doomsday Machine.
Oh, yeah.
And so they call Superman. It's like, it's me, Lois Lane. It's like, Gene Hackman's trying to get me in a real estate scheme. It's so good.
I love all kind of like the pot shots that they took at themselves.
It's so
in
great.
this movie, because I love DC. I will probably pick DC over, and we've mentioned this before. We're both DC people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say that every movie DC's ever made is perfect. Heavens, no. But I love the shots that they take of themselves in this movie. Like they acknowledge that
this movie knows what it is too.
It is.
It's very much like Deadpool. Like, it knows what it's going to be. Yeah. And we're like, we're going to make fun of ourselves. Yeah. We're going to make fun of Marvel. We're going to make fun of everybody. And we're honestly, they didn't really make fun of Marvel. They mentioned Guardians.
They mentioned like, okay, so they're in Raven, Starfire, Cyborg, and Beast Boy are running amok on the plot. And they go into one set where superheroes are building like the Doomsday device, and they eat all their food. And the heroes come over and Green Lantern's like, oh, the food's all gone. Who ate it? Let's go steal some food from Spider-Man's set.
Yeah. That was. I love that bit. Like, they all kind of, like, disappeared, and then, like Starfire, like, rolls under the table. That was super cute. They do a lot of good stuff with this.
They do.
But anyway, so they go to planet Krypton.
Yes.
And a dude's doing a really weird Marlon Brando imitation. And they're like, we have to send the baby away. And then they come over, and then we have like a weird like DJ part, which I guess they were wanting people to like jump in the theater. I didn't understand what that was for.
I don't either. Okay. A lot of that scene is very reminiscent to a lot of scenes in Go. Yes. Just random dance party
like
moments.
Waffles.
Yeah, stuff like that. And so this was very reminiscent to one of those scenes in the TV show.
And then we have a bunch of dancing.
And it goes on too long.
It goes on way too long.
It does. It's like a funny little scene for a little while, and then it goes on too long. But it hits a point.
Then they save Krypton, so Krypton's fine.
Yes.
Then they fly to, was it Earth, the next one?
Well, they go to Themyscira.
Oh, yeah, and they take away, like, Wonder Woman's lasso.
Yeah, they do.
Which is mean. And then we go find Aquaman, and Robin just, like, takes, like a 6-pack piece of plastic thing?
Cyborg takes a 6-ring plastic can holder, and tosses it into the water, and baby Aquaman begins to suffocate. And then,
it like catches him like a fish.
Yeah, and then immediate scene change.
And we're like, oh snap, we killed Aquaman. Like, you guys killed Aquaman.
There are babies in this theater, and you have killed baby Aquaman.
And then it was like, look, this is like, they go meet Thomas and Martha.
Oh.
I did like this. Like, thanks for taking me to this.
And this danger. Thank you for taking me to the theater. This dangerous neighborhood.
So good.
And then Starfire's just like, wait, do not go down this.
This is crime alley.
Go down Happy Lane.
And then they go down Happy Lane, and everybody's fine. So Batman gets erased, Wonder Woman gets erased, everybody gets erased, and then they go to the future,
and everything is burning.
I like that Sinestro was there, and then we got to see
Rainbow Rider.
Rainbow Riders. Rainbow Rider was great. Oh man, I hope Rainbow Rider's like a real. I'm sure he is.
He
real Flash villain.
Because he
if
has
not,
to be.
He definitely needs to be from now on.
He is now. So if he wasn't, he is now.
Oh, he is now. Yeah. Oh, it was really.
And it's like the world is burning, and so they decide that
we have to go back in time.
We have to go back in time
and fix what we did
and fix everything.
So step one is going up and blowing up Krypton,
and then they come back and they give Diana back her lasso,
and then Diana and then like Robin and
they were all like,
not Robin, Starfire and Raven
were playing jump rope,
which is cute.
Yeah, and then they come back to
Aquaman.
Gotham. Oh yeah, Cyborg saves Aquaman, cuts off the plastic, throws him back in the water, and then we go to Batman. And Josh and I could not stop laughing because basically what they do is Starfire puts a string of pearls around Martha's neck, and they shove them down the hallway.
They shove him down Crime Alley, and you just hear bang, bang, bang,
Yeah, you just hear gunfire, and John...
then you see, like, I think there's, like, a little scream, and then you see the pearls, like, fly off. They fly in out
I'll be
through
honest,
the alley.
I was too busy laughing.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
To see that part, because I got to the part where Starfire put this string of pearls around Martha's neck, and then...
Well, the best part was Robin's the one that shoves him down.
Robin shoves him down the alley, and then I lose my composure completely. And I did not see the other parts.
Nobody else was really laughing.
No.
It was just us.
It was just us. I think mostly because that iconic opening scene to Batman vs. Superman with the pearls just flying everywhere. Well,
that's like the iconic scene to any Batman.
Touche, it is. It's the iconic scene to any Batman origin story, or Batman's story is the traumatic loss of his parents, and so, which shouldn't be funny.
But this time they made it funny.
And I felt bad because there was a father-daughter sitting next to us, and so I was trying really hard not to, like, laugh loudly. I tried really hard to be, like, really quiet, because we were the only ones.
Yes, it was
laughing
just us.
To that.
It was just
But
us.
I think we were also the only, like, adults there without children.
Yes. We were the only ones, adult-wise, whose souls had not been sucked out by our children yet.
Because we have no children for our souls to be sucked out by.
There were a lot of kids in this.
Like, young kids.
Young kids. Like, under 5.
Well, and I can... Cause
under 3.
Shane was 4 when we watched it together, and he understood what was going on in the show. And he was 4... going on 5, I think, when Tess made the decision that they were not going to watch Teen Titans Go, because it was before I went to go visit them in January that I was asking her about it, and Tess was like, "Oh yeah, we don't watch that anymore because he's being mean." So I know that's what he was taking from it. I don't think every kid takes that from it, but that's what Shane was taking from it.
I thought that was great. What else do we have? The different animation styles that we have.
Yeah, like there was a Lion King.
One. Oh my gosh.
There's a dream sequence in it's Lion King, and this where
they literally
Green Lanterns leaping through a field like gazelles.
Well, no, it's literally almost shot for shot the Lion King intro,
just
like
with superheroes.
Like, yeah, and they even do the and they do that whole bit. I loved Flash like looking up out of like in the alley and he's chewing grass.
And who flies by? It's Superman, who's like it's not Iago, it's Zazu.
Yeah, Superman is Zazu.
Yeah, he's Zazu flying up past, and then Batman standing at Pride Rock, which is like a gargoyle head on top of a building, and he holds up
Robin.
And everyone's like, "This is what we're here for. This is just a sidekick."
And then they throw him away.
And he throws him off the
Robin.
building.
Like,
and then he wakes up.
And then we have that cool what was it, like the 80s feel good montage or whatever it's
sung
called.
by Michael Bolton.
Then we have a different art style there too.
We have an art style there, and there's a different art style for like Robin's, like when he's telling Jade Wilson about his vision for his movie. There's another art style in like that montage.
Yeah, so we have a lot of really good art styles in here.
I was thinking, okay, so we blew our budget on music.
I didn't think they blew their budget.
No, my head was just like, okay, so all the budget went to the various animation styles used throughout this movie and the music. Okay, I get you. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, it was, oh man, and then they run over Michael Bolton. Which, why was he in the middle of the street? It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
Well, he is a pedestrian. He was a jaywalker.
He was jaywalking. There was exactly.
No, but Michael Bolton is dead.
Yes. Michael Bolton as a tiger is dead.
Rest in peace, Tiger Michael Bolton.
Tiger Bolton. Yeah, that was pretty sad. I liked how they were like, "Oh, he's dead. Cheese it," and they just
and then they like portal. Then they use another portal to get where they need to go. Oh, to Hollywood, straight to
Hollywood,
to the movie lot. That's right.
Oh man. And then there were some really good fight scenes with Slade.
That's
a
something
lot
that's-
more than I was.
There's like one thing I noticed in Teen Titans Go. It's just like silly tomfoolery in the show. There's not like fight scenes really in the show, like in the original Teen Titans, and they kind of did some really fun fight choreography,
And that looked good.
pretty good.
Like
yeah,
Robin and Slade's little fight that they have, that's really good.
like almost all the scenes with Slade.
Yeah.
And the Titans looked good.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciated that because it's like they're heroes. And this is like their arch nemesis.
Yeah.
There has to be a fight scene. I know this is like geared towards younger kids because of the nature of Teen Titans Go. But this is also a superhero movie, quote unquote.
Yeah.
There has to be a little bit of, I don't need blood. I don't need like really hard hits and people like passing out and knowing they're going to have to go to the hospital, whatever. I don't need that. I just need a little bit of choreography or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see. What else do we really have? I like how that everybody kind of comes together.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's very Lego Batman.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
It's
It
very Lego
totally
Batman.
is. This is very much Lego Batman vein.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, we got Will Arnett, so. Will Arnett is just like, he's like, I want to be in everything Warner. That's
I want
it. Just
to be
only wanna
Batman all the time.
I want to be Batman, and then I want to be Slade. Slade.
I
like how even when they did that in the movie
Like,
theater,
every-
everybody's
like,
like Slade.
saying it a little differently than each other. Yeah.
Oh man, it was good. Okay, so
Yes.
I guess we can kind of talk a little bit about the end of the movie.
Okay.
There is a part at the end of the movie.
Makes me very
Well, not really. It's
It's like right before credits cut.
Well, I mean, the credits roll, and we have a little bit. I think we get through the first bit of names.
Oh, that's right. We do like actors, and then it kind
Oh, before that, like the credits start
Yeah.
rolling. Like Robin makes a nice speech, credits start rolling, and then he starts speaking again, and then everyone's like, "Bro,
Credits.
stop, you're
Credits."
And then he's like, "But what? They have to." Something they can ask their parents on the ride home. And so he like jumps at the camera. And he's like, "Kids, ask your parents where babies come from." I'm like, bro,
Welcome to
really,
Teen Titans
DC?
Go.
Good job.
Yeah, welcome
Good
to Teen
job.
Titans Go. And then it goes to credits for a little while. Like you do like the main people. Like
And I was ready because like the lights had not come on yet.
yeah,
So then I'm like, okay, there's something else.
Right.
Something else is gonna happen. And then it cuts, and we get the staticky transmission.
and then we hear Teen Titan voices.
It's like, I think, can you hear us? Can everybody hear us?
You hear like Greg Sipes' voice come through.
And then you see like another different art style.
And I immediately start heavy breathing,
And you start
heart pounding.
You were clapping.
I was clapping because I was like, yes.
I'm sitting here like, I don't know her. We didn't come together.
I really don't
She's
care.
with that man and her daughter. So, but no, and then like, it pops up and they're like, we think we found the way
to come
back. And I'm like, well, there was a part of me that was like, I thought it was going to be a different art style because like when they show Robin, he looks a little different.
Yeah.
And then he backs up and then it's the OG Teen Titans style.
Yeah.
I was if they bring it back, I want it to have a little bit of a touch up.
Well, yeah, it's been so many years since
Yeah.
the original, so I'd be fine if the art styles had changed, improved. I don't know if you can improve it, but just like slight alterations.
Make it look like Avatar.
Just make it change a little bit. That'd be fine. But yeah, I could not contain the enthusiasm in my body for the chance that I'm gonna get them back. Because I loved that original.
Yes,
so
it's
much.
the best.
It is one of the best things DC I think has ever made.
I will go with that. Yes, I
Yeah.
would say it's probably. Yeah, I would say it's probably the best.
Because
'Cause
character-wise,
I love Young Justice. Like
I know you do.
love Young Justice.
Yes, I know you do.
And I think Young Justice has a better story.
Yeah.
because it actually has a story. I think it has a better story than Teen Titans.
Yeah.
But I think Teen Titans has quality, absolute quality episodes.
The characters.
I mean, you can obviously skip some Teen Titans episodes. You don't have to watch all of them.
No, but there's so many, like, when Josh and I start talking about, like, good episodes, we'll say something and then it'll remind us of another one that we had forgotten about. And we'll just talk about all of these really good episodes. And I think it helps that we love the characters so much, too. And that they're so well written. And I think that was one of my biggest hesitations about Teen Titans Go for years, because they're not the same.
Yeah, they're different. Like, if they would have been the same characters,
yeah,
they can still be goofy and everything. If they would have been the same characters,
yeah,
I think we would have been good.
Yeah, and I think that's my problem with the show. Now, with the movie, I think we get a little bit more of that back.
Yeah,
they're not just stupid.
Yeah, especially Robin.
Caricatures
Robin is just,
of themselves.
Like, Robin is there, but he's not.
No, he's
an
not
idiot.
the leader, and he's not the Dick Grayson we know.
It seemed like a Teen Titans movie.
Yeah, just drawn in the Teen Titans
Exactly.
Go style.
Obviously sillier.
Yes,
but definitely it did not seem like a Teen Titans Go.
No, it really
At least
didn't.
the Teen Titans Go that I've seen. It did
so, like,
not
when
see anything
when
like
I
that.
say that I wouldn't recommend this to anybody, because I don't know anybody who likes DC or would see a movie like this.
Well, just say you do.
Okay.
You saw this and I haven't seen it. Would you recommend it to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, if we're gonna, like, the hypothetical, if I did, like, meet somebody.
Yeah. Say, like,
yes.
our listeners. We have listeners that are DC fans.
I'd
Would
say
you
go, give it
recommend
a try.
Yeah.
Give it a try, see if you like it. Like, if you've watched...
I don't think you need to watch any of Teen Titans Go.
No. I don't think, like, it's like, even if you have watched some Teen Titans Go and you're completely turned off and you're like, I have no interest in going to go see this movie, I'd still say, like, if you can go, like, if you have AMC stubs and you can go on a movie for $5 on a Tuesday night.
Go Tuesday.
Go on Tuesday, give it a try. You're not out a whole lot of money, and you have who knows? You might laugh a couple times, because by golly, I did.
Yeah. It was not a bad movie for $7.49 ticket.
No,
it was not. It was totally worth it for that.
Yeah, it totally was.
And it's an hour and a half of your time.
I do think that there are scenes that go on too long. I do think that. I know it's like a minimum anymore of a movie has to be longer than an hour and a half, or I think it's considered a short rather than a movie. So I do think it goes on too long.
I think it has to hit like an hour and 25.
Is that what it is?
I believe.
Okay, so could this have just been aired as like a Cartoon Network special film that was an hour long? Probably, but I don't think DC would have ever allowed them to do that.
And the amount of stuff that they put on it,
yes,
like they put a lot of effects in this.
A lot of effects, so many characters.
So
are
many
in this
characters,
thing.
So many really good voices, so
many,
much music.
Yeah, so much music.
They
so
played
many
Back to the Future.
Yeah, they did.
We got Huey Lewis in the News.
Yeah,
I was not. When I went to go, when we went to go see this movie, I was not expecting to hear Huey Lewis in the News and Aha. Like those,
no.
I was not expecting. I was not expecting Michael Bolton.
Nor was I.
And I got Michael Bolton. I was not expecting Puffy Amiyumi, and we got Puffy Amiyumi.
I was not expecting Nick Cage as Superman.
I knew that Nick Cage was in it.
Oh,
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. I did not expect Nick Cage, and I was like, what? But I am a Nick Cage fan.
So, if you were to rate this movie,
yeah,
on our scale of 1 to 5, what would you give this movie?
I've been thinking about it kind of since we got out, and I think that personally I would probably get it like a 3.5 out of 5 Moonwans, because it wasn't my favorite DC thing I've ever watched, but nor was it my least favorite thing I've seen DC wise. So I would give it like a solid 3.5 out of 5.
I'm along that same vein.
Okay.
Where I think this is heads and tails better than any Teen Titans Go that I've seen.
Agreed.
It's not as good as the original Teen Titans.
Agreed.
I think the voice cast is great. The jokes they hit. There weren't a lot of them that missed.
It was
there were a
pretty
lot
dark
that hit.
too.
Yes. Well, it's DC.
It's DC.
That's what they're known for now.
Yeah. Bleakness.
Very bleak. The Doomsday. I love how they had the acronym for the Doomsday. It was very Codename Kids Next Door.
It totally
This
was.
is the Doomsday device. The digital.
I was just like, it's an unfortunate title.
Yeah. That was really good. Like the acting is strong.
Yeah.
The music is good. The songs that they have, they're not bad. They're heard
not bad.
worse songs.
Totally, yeah.
Cats Don't Dance. I've heard worse songs. There's a lot of bad ones in Cats Don't
There
Dance.
are. I can't defend it too hard, but yeah. I was
there are
not
bad
on
ones, like,
that episode with you.
Do they go too long? There are some that do go quite a bit long. But then we get those really cool reduxes at the end.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, this fits really, really well. DC wise, I think it's really good. So I wanted to give this a 3.
Okay.
Coming out of the theater, but since I've been sitting on it
and thinking about it for a little while,
I'm going to give it a 4 Dipper Pines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that you were.
Because I don't use those points.
I know you don't.
Plus, it's Robin. This is a Robin movie, and I love Robin. So when this comes out, I'm going to buy it.
Very Robin centric.
Yes.
It's very Robin centric.
And
so
I got Booster Gold. And I got Booster Gold.
And I knew that, like, after you thought about it for a while, that you were going to go with a 4.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed it, but I think you enjoyed it a little bit more than I did. Mostly because it's your boy.
Yeah. It's your boy. No. And we got some little shippy ships.
Just a little. But yeah, it was there.
Starfire came over and hugged Robin. Like, when they all kind of, like, turned around and, like, walked out, and she hadn't turned around, I was like, Starfire.
Just looking at
Corey,
him.
what are you doing? And then she comes over and hugs him, and I was like,
oh.
It got me.
It took me a while to board that train, but I got there.
What, the Robin and the Dick and Corey?
Yes.
Oh, well, your sister likes Dick and Babs.
I also like Dick and Babs, but
yeah.
So it took me a while, but after watching Teen Titans, through watching the entire show, I was like I warmed up to the idea.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is possible to have multiple ships with different
you can have
people.
multiple ships. You can have multiple ships, but you get your OTs.
The OTs? The OT for me, Dick and Babs. But
what about Titans? I know we've talked about
Titans? We're going Fanon, Robin Raven.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's really, really good.
It's so good. And you guys can hear me talk about that in another episode a whole lot more.
And go listen to our Teen Titans episode. Josh put the link in the description. So
we'll see if the link actually gets into the description.
It should.
It should.
But yeah, I really liked it.
It's fun.
It's very fun.
It's fun. It's goofy. So like, if you can catch it or you can rent it for like $1 or something, it'd be fun.
Where can you rent things for $1?
Redbox.
Oh, I've never used one.
I mean, they're everywhere, so I've used them several times. Oh. But yeah, so if you like see it and it's actually there in the machine, I'd recommend it. Try it. It's kind of just something. It's light. It's a nice light DC movie.
Yes.
Which you can't say
until Shazam comes out.
Shazam, like, you've got Lego Batman, and then, which is kind of light, because it's
but
still
it has
heavy.
A lot of dark.
It's still kind of heavy.
To quote Marty McFly, it's heavy.
So, like, it's a light DC film. So if you kind of want to get just, like, a little bit of all the DC people that you love, like how Josh and I love, then I'd recommend going and watching this. Yeah.
So, Hannah, where can everybody find you?
You guys can totally find me at Instagram and
totally tubular.
Twitter
rad.
At asillyred.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh L. Kane. You can find the show on Instagram at Animation Station Podcast, on Twitter at Animate Podcast, on Tumblr and Facebook, Animation Station Podcast. On our website, animationstationpodcast.com. You'll find all of our episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play, anywhere the podcasts are sold. No, not really. Just kind of your favorite podcatcher.
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 Oh my gosh.
We're gonna catch them pods. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a fun movie.
It was a fun movie. I'm glad I went to go see it. It's a little hard to be like, I'm going to the Teen Titans Go movie?
Right? It's hard
to get into the theater, but once I was in the theater, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And you had some gross Sparks root beer.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Movie theater pop is always a shot in the dark anyways.
Yeah. All right. So for the Animation Station podcast, I'm Josh.
I'm Hannah.
Bye-bye, little butterfly.
Chogi-wa.
Titans, go!
No.
You know what you need? You need an upbeat, inspirational song about life. Are you feeling down? Like you just can't do it today?
I can see your frown, but it's all gonna be okay. So believe in yourself, there's no giving up. The power's inside, yeah, that's what's up. It's the kick in the pants, you need help. Your song will open up your eyes. It's the feeling you can't be defeated. It's an 80s song with simply vibes, and you know it's super. Upbeat, the groove is sounding. Upbeat, yeah, now I'm feeling. It's an upbeat, inspirational song about life. I feel like I can do anything, even get my own movie. Hollywood, here we come! Ha ha! You know it's super. Everybody's getting. It's an upbeat inspire. Yeah. I think his dad is a cop. Run!